प्लेटफॉर्म ने आते ही अपनी मौजूदगी का एहसास करा दिया है। सबसे तजुर्बेकार सेटर है अपनी टीम के। ये है जोश का लावा। Once again, clean hit. दोनों ओर से गोलीबारी चल रही है। Unreal, unbelievable. A five-star contest loading. It's match number 5 of the Super Fives. Two exciting teams. It's the Red Hot Calicut Heroes up against the Daredevil Delhi Toofans. All set for a big battle. On this Wednesday evening, I promise you, you shall not feel any midweek blues because these two teams have played some swashbuckling volleyball all through season 3 of the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. I've got two swashbuckling experts as well. One speaks 5 languages and the other just speaks. You can't get a word in when Louis Litz starts talking. I barely managed to get a word in, even on commentary, but I promise you'll be allowed to speak as much as you want on this show.
You lost me at swashbuckling. I think you lost him too. But thanks so much for the intro. I'm glad to be here.
Right, these two teams, the Calicut Heroes and the Delhi Toofans, have they not set the stage on fire? Is this the dress rehearsal for the finals?
I don't think you're exaggerating when you say that. These are two of the best teams in the league. Very defense-minded as well, which is wild to say considering they have two of the top attacking players on their sides. I'm so excited for this one. Louis, what about you?
Yeah, I can't wait, purely for the fact that these two teams are battling to avoid the eliminator. I think the winner here this evening has a very good chance of going straight through to that final. So it's not just exciting because of the two best teams, but because of what's at the end of it.
A look at the points table will tell you why these two teams have been the teams to watch out for, the teams to be really scared of for the other teams. 1 and 2, Calicut finished top of the table at the end of the single round robin. Delhi finished number 2, 2 and 1 bonus points respectively. Both of them have won their opening Super Fives encounter. Calicut have won 3 straight games. Delhi have won their last 6. Now, they often say, guys, in sport that it's the defense that wins you titles. Having said that, if that is true, are these two of the best defensive sides in this league? If yes, which one has the upper hand?
I always say offense sells tickets, defense wins games. I don't know if you'll agree with me on that, but these two teams have 4 of the best defenders in the league, from Anand to Perotto to Chirag to Dodic. And I think yesterday Bengaluru came off they were down 2-0, and it was because of their defense they were able to get back in it. So having players like this are such an improvement for the team.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing watching this is that the fact that the opposite is one of their best defenders it's not surprising, it's not shocking, but it's just an extra notch on the belt of Delhi and their success, because he's not expected, Dodic, to be in the top 5 defenders. He's expected to be in the top 5 scorers.
And the thing about defense is that we only ever really look at the attackers, the people that are scoring the points. But when you have a good defensive team, you are able to play volleyball at a higher level because that ball comes up off the floor. You're running the ball again in transition.
Yeah, and transition's that phase, turning defense into attack. It's a big word that we use a lot. But when you've got the likes of Jerome Vanif and you've got the likes of Santosh, you need those guys scoring and you need them having the opportunities. The defense sets the offense up.
Transition is a word that, yes, these two use a lot on commentary. For the lay viewer who's perhaps started watching this sport with this league, transition essentially means going from defense to offense because you've dug the ball well. Is that what it means?
Essentially that, yeah. Reception is when you receive the serve. Defense is when you receive the attack, and transition is when you're able to go again off that attack. You know it, you've got this.
Yeah, you've got this.
Spending enough time with the two of you and gaining on my volleyball knowledge as we go along. Now, the setter in any volleyball team is the central processing unit. Now, if you look at the two setters on court on either side, there is the legendary Ukra Pandyan, and on the other hand, you've got this really aggressive, smart Sakleen Tariq with lots of tattoos on him. Not that it matters, but does Ukra ensure that the Calicut Heroes have an upper hand on that count?
Yeah, I mean, I give him a bit of a rough ride at time on his footwork, but his handling is great. His decision making is great, but also the way that he operates with Jerome. I mean, there is no Jerome without Ukra finding him in every situation. So this guy is there linking Chirag, he's linking Jerome Vineath, and the reason why Jerome Vineath is because the passing is great in this team, but this guy can find him from anywhere.
And the thing I love about his setting, which you maybe hate, is that he doesn't give anything away. So sometimes he gets his feet there, sometimes he turns his shoulders, sometimes he jump sets, but from a middle blocker's perspective, that is so hard to read.
Yeah.
Yes, one man who's very soothing to the eye, not just for me, but more so for this lady here amidst us. Now, here's someone who I am not equipped enough or qualified enough or allowed to talk about. And so I suppose we'll let the lady do the honors.
Look, if you thought we were going to get through this whole broadcast without talking about the middles, one in particular, the Prince of Persia, who was the man of the match last time. And let's find out a little bit more about the man behind the biceps, Daniel Motazedi.
Actually, the hardest thing is after my mother passed away 7 years ago, I leave my sisters and my father alone and come to another country. It's a little hard to be. Sometimes I miss so much. But actually, it's becomes good. It's like we know how much we need each other. This far makes it very stronger feeling, you know. It's like when you are far, you understand how much you love them, how much is family important, and when you come back to your family, you appreciate it and you know how much it's invaluable, and you will show your love more to your family. My father, for me, is not just father. We are so friends, and he's like my coach when I need. He's like my friend when I need, and he's just listening when I need. That's good. Anytime with any issue in my life, I can call my father. And also my sisters are like, you know, when I need just a little flash, little more energy in my life, I just have to call them and see them. It's enough for me. I am full energy.
Daniel Motazedi, such a gentle giant. The only thing is he keeps the gentle side of his personality off court, and it's the giant that really does the job on court. Two other men who will be on opposite sides of the court will be Santosh and Jerome Vineath, the two star spikers that you could consider when you're getting your fantasy color teams ready. Download the app if you haven't already. Get your teams ready and win lots and lots of prizes. So we've spoken about the defense, the setters, now on to the firepower attackers. Jerome Vineath on one side, Santosh on the other, the top two spikers of this league. Who tilts the balance in their team's favor?
Well, I don't think you can look past the man, Jerome himself. He is the top scorer for a reason. He does one thing and one thing really, really well. That is scoring points on a volleyball court. He is the top scorer, 111 points, only 11 errors. So his efficiency right now is 62%. And I think one of the things that goes overlooked maybe about why he's successful this season, he has a great relationship with his coach, Kishore Kumar, as well as Shailene Ramdew, who I spoke to before the match and said, look, we give the guys a lot of flexibility. If they feel like training that day or if they need to rest, they're open to it. And that connection with the coaches is huge.
Yeah, especially in a league that's as heavy as this one, games every 2 or 3 days, you need to manage your players, and he's been magnificent, isn't he?
Yes, very much so. Now, these two teams have a plethora of stars, but we've got to talk more about Santosh, who's really carried the offensive responsibility of his side. You think he'll come up trumps against a high-powered defense of the Calicut Heroes?
Yeah, I do. He plays a different position than Jerome. So he's playing on the left side, and then on the right side you have Jerome. So they'll be up against each other tonight, which will be an excellent battle to see if Santosh can get around the block of Jerome Vineath. You talk about hitting efficiency. He's at 53.2%, which is less than Jerome. But remember, he's passing as well, and he's the 6th best passer in the league, 2nd best scorer, 6th best passer, I mean, that's all the ingredients you need for a magnificent season. And tonight, I think we're going to see him at his very best.
He's been really consistent this season as well. That's one thing from day one. We've been saying he is a great player. So that's what Manoj Nair is looking out for his players today.
And if he does well, if Delhi win, they will go top of the table because remember, 2 points for a win in the Super Fives as well. If Delhi win, they go top of the table. If you finish 1, you go straight to the finals. 2 will play 3 in the eliminator to have that second spot in the finals. Quick predictions before we say bye.
It's up to you.
Louis, all yours.
Oh, it's a big call. I'm going to go for Delhi. And that's a surprise, I think. But they're 6 in a row. They're confident. And I think the confidence is going to be key to get through this tonight. Santosh is going to be the man on the left side.
Well, they are improving day by day by day. However, last time these two teams met, it was a 3-0 for Calicut, and I think that confidence is going to be in the back of their minds. So I'm going Calicut.
Yes,
3-0 again, why not?
In that match, Jerome scored 11. On the other side, Aponza did well, and so did Santosh. So it's, well, your guess is as good as anyone else's. Enjoy this game, and make sure you also check out Indian Terrain shirts, because we have these lovely shirts courtesy Indian Terrain, our wardrobe sponsors. But get set for a midweek maddening encounter. This is unmissable. It is the top 2 teams in action. It is the Calicut Heroes versus the Delhi Toofans. Winner goes top of the table. Live action on the other side of this break. Stay tuned.
Well, it's a huge evening in the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. 2 of the heavy hitters go head-to-head. The Calicut Heroes up against the Delhi Toofans. 6 in a row. They're on a fine run of form. Calicut lead the way with 4 points. Remember, they carried 2 over, and Delhi carried 1 point over from a successful round-robin campaign where Calicut won the league and Delhi came second. It's time to meet the teams. For the second time this season they play each other. Let's go courtside.
Tonight we witness volleyball Darwinism at its finest in the RuPay Prime Volleyball League powered by A23. Because the top 2 in the food chain are set to battle it out tonight. First to enter the arena are the challengers, here to let the world know that the hunters are now the hunted. Please welcome the Delhi Toofans!
Here are the Delhi Toofans led by Sakling Tariq as the captain. in his first season in the RuPay Prime Volleyball League, and what a season he's having. He has a lot of great spikers around him, and they're 6 in a row. Keep an eye out for Aponza in the middle, but it's been Santos on the outside, the 6th best passer in the competition and the 2nd best attacker, but they have depth in that role with Anu James, the left-hander, but also Rohit Kumar, who joined for 11.5 lakhs, has been instrumental in the last 2 games. It's going to be tough tonight against the Heroes, but Delhi are on form.
Time and again, they have proven that they are the primary predators. Here to showcase that they still are the fittest, please welcome the Calicut Heroes!
Here come the Red Army, and with them, the Calicut Heroes, led by Captain Jet Jerome at the helm, and 2 head coaches for the first time ever in this league, perhaps in all of international volleyball. Well, they're coming off of a 3-1 win over Mumbai recently, getting that W, getting themselves some points already in the Super 5s. They had a good run in the season, 6 wins and only 2 losses. And they did beat this team earlier on, 3-0. They will be looking for a repeat here tonight. Ukra will be setting it up. Montezeri through the middle, and let's see what they have against Delhi today.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we may request everyone to kindly rise for the Indian national anthem. இந்திய நாட்டின் தேசிய கீதத்திற்காக அனைவரும் எழுந்திருக்குமாறு கேட்டுக்கொள்ளப்படுகிறீர்கள்.
Midweek madness lined up for everyone watching us on the Sony Sports Network and on Volleyball World across the world. My name is Manish Batavia and I'm joined by the irrepressible Louis Lett and the full of insights, Key Michael, for this Super 5 clash. It's match number 5 of the Super 5s, the Calicut Heroes versus the Delhi Toofans. Impossible to pick a favorite, isn't it?
It's impossible, but we'll do it anyway. Meanwhile, here's what happened at the toss. Calicut won, and they chose to receive. So they're going to get the first chance for offense from Delhi. Now, Delhi, a really well-rounded squad. Calicut, however, have 1 man at the helm. These 3, Luis Perotto on the outside, more for defense, as is Man and Daniel through the middle. Chirag coming up trumps in a big way on the outside hitting spot, in addition to Jerome, who is their go-to guy. Ukra Pandyan has been a phenomenal setter. He's been working to be sneaky in every single aspect. If he gets to the front court, likely to see him get part of that offense as well. And this is the most exciting part about this team. 2 head coaches, Shailin Ramdev. The first, he told me this team is feeling calm and confident. And Kishore Kumar, he's wearing the heart rate monitor today. That's another innovation of this league, where we get to kind of sneak peek into what's going on, at least in the hearts, if not the minds, of some of the coaches. And he's got 97 to start off with. That's pretty low, it's pretty calm.
I'm sure fans will enjoy monitoring the heart rate of Kishore Kumar as we have a look at the Delhi Toofans. Ayush starts in the middle. Saklain Tariq has been on great form. They also have Yashal on the bench, who can come on and do just as good a job. Santosh, the 2nd best spiker in the league so far, but he's supported really well by Lazar Dodic, the Serbian opposite now. Amul Thomas is starting as the defensive specialist, the reception outside. He'll be replaced by Anu James or Rohit Kumar on the front court. And Daniel Aponza has had some brilliant performances individually, no more so than when these two teams met last time, and he scored 10 points. Manoj Nair has been talking about good feeling in training, and have a look at that. Cool as a cucumber. 79. I mean, that's probably less than mine.
Well, you might need to have that looked at. I think that might be too low, if anything. Daniel M., first referee for today's festivities. And Dinesh Das will be the second referee. Hopefully, they won't have to do too much monitoring.
Festivities is just the apt word, because you can expect fireworks from these two teams. Very bindas, very aggressive, entertaining, free-spirited in the way they have performed at this league thus far. Remember, winner keeps the top spot. Calicut already at 1. If Delhi win, they take the top spot from Calicut. Is this the dress rehearsal for the finals? Will this match live up to its top billing? Here we go. Saklin Tariq set to serve. Okra for Daniel. Slight misjudgment, and the ball said he straight away says, let's review it, coach.
Well, that's an interesting turn of events, immediately having to use one of the challenges. And as a reminder, if you've just tuned in, if you're not used to watching this league, each coach gets just 2 challenges the entire match, not per set, per match. And the only way you get a third one is if you get both of them right.
Yeah, and if this doesn't go in their favour, it's not going to be the greatest start for Calicut. I think I've been thinking a lot throughout the day about the matchups in these games, and I really cannot pick a winner. Aponza versus Mortazetti is going to be one matchup that we're going to want to keep an eye on, because they're two fantastic specimens. Let's freeze that down a little bit. That's very close to that line.
Oh, that is so close. Well, even if this ball is called in, I just wonder if it's worth taking the challenge so early, knowing that you just get 2 of them.
I think there's a fine line between being aggressive and being frivolous. I thought this was a frivolous call. Opening point, why would you? For 1 point?
It's that mixture, isn't it, or that balance between not wanting to give the opposition any sort of edge on you anywhere, but taking a step back and looking at the bigger picture of the rules. And I think I think it's a good challenge. No matter what time, if you just judge this as a judgment call, it's a good challenge to make that.
Yes, I agree with you. I would challenge that as well if I had 2 challenges per set and I got to keep them if I got them right.
Correct.
I would not throw one away at 0-0 and no one has any sets yet. I would save it because I might need it come down to the end.
But it's worked. And he must have gone with his gut, Darlene Randu. And Daniel Mortazetti is trying not to let out a big grin. That's a fresh trim from Mortazetti today as well.
It was on him, this review. If it hadn't worked, it might have played on his mind. But who knows?
His efficiency would go down, and he's about 100%, if not 99. So he didn't want to give that up.
What it does switch him on and getting him into the game straight away. Well done by Aponza. Gets one back. 2 big men on either side of the court. Aponza and Mortazetti. Now Aponza is hit a half century of attack points. That is his number 50.
Great to see Aponza at 50 attacking points as a middle blocker. That is not an easy feat. He's been huge in terms of offense and defense for Delhi.
Yeah, I mean, he scored 10 points against Calicut last time. And if you remember, Delhi didn't have the best performance. They relied on him a little bit too heavily, but boy, oh boy, did he play well. And they'll need another evening like that from him this evening. But hopefully the others kept to the forefront as well.
Well, an unlucky turn of events there as the ball goes traveling freely into the net. A little bit of confusion, it looked like here after that tip, and Torpedoes known for doing that kind of thing, just getting a bit of a scramble play on the other side. And forcing upon to set it, and then Dodic way off the net trying to do something, so unlucky there.
Yeah, Dodic is just, you see what he's trying to do. He's trying to volley the ball onto the setter Ukra to take him out of the offense. But unfortunately, the execution was way out.
Dodic with just that push. Now Ukra for the pipe, setting it up beautifully, but then the block was there. Beautiful stuff. We spoke about how these two are the best defensive sides in the league thus far. And here's a sample of why we said that.
Yeah, Fred super block there. Ukra can't really go to the middle from there, I don't think, but they've done their research here, I'd say, and drag on the pipe is a threat.
I think that's one thing that Calicut do really, really well is utilizing that pipe. And we've said time and time again, the team that can get that pipe working, because it's essentially a fourth or a fifth attack. You have three attackers in the front, maybe one of them's the center sometimes. If you can get that backcourt firing as well, it's just another level of offense that is so tough to stop.
For me, something we didn't touch on, or we haven't touched on yet, is the fact that Delhi have three of the top receivers in the top 10 in the league, which for me, if you do that, that is not the case there though. An overpass opens the door for Calicut, and really it's been an edgy start from Delhi.
Easy pickings for Chirag Yadav. Great serve, lovely trajectory, but that first touch should have been a lot better. Offering a freebie to Calicut, and they shall accept it gleefully.
Well, another big serve, but just long from Jerome that time. But he did his job, I'd say. Got that first one to be an overpass, got a point off of his serve. Not a bad start.
Yeah, one of my questions to Kishore Kumar was if they're looking to up their serving towards the latter stages of this competition. He said yes, it was going in the right direction against Chennai, and that'll lead to more blocks, which we talk about that with the Torpedoes a lot. And I think if the Heroes can take 5% of what the Torpedoes do into their game, well then watch out.
Yeah, they start to take a lot of pieces and put them together, right? That tough serving, and then in addition, using the pipe like this, having some strong attacks in different areas. It's not just a one-dimensional game, volleyball, and I think that's what's so important to understand, is that you have to have a little bit of every single piece. If you're heavily skewed to just one side, you're never going to win volleyball games. Oh! Very, very close that serve from Perotto. Well, there's some discussion on the bench as to whether or not they should challenge it. I think Perotto would like to, in an ideal world, he'd like that to be an ace in his pocket, but let's have another look.
I've been incredibly impressed by Perotto. That's, well, we're never going to tell from that angle, but that man's the third best receiver and the third best defender in the league this season. And when you've got somebody like Jerome next to you scoring and Chirag, that's exactly what they need, and that's exactly what they need, the Heroes.
That's almost like a bonus point for me. Ukra getting a block, he's not there to block. He's a small front court player. If he's able to get his hands up and do something there, some damage, that's just like a bonus.
Should consider himself lucky, Ukra there. It was an easy overpass that should have been killed by Santosh, not to be 6-4 the score. Calicut have found a certain rhythm. They're far from their best, aren't they?
Yeah, I think we can see them go up to another level, certainly. But again, when they played Delhi early in the earlier stages of the season and they got that 3-0 win, I don't think that was the best we had seen of Delhi. So I certainly think they're going to push back harder, and Calicut's going to have to raise their game again.
Yeah, I completely agree with you there. And I also think that as we get into the Super Fives, the enormity of the situation starts to become very apparent, that the winner of this game is in a very, very good place for going straight through to the finals.
And if you look back at that league stage, we'll talk about that in just a bit. Take a look at this. Gets the touch off the block, which had Mortazedi and Ukra. Scores another one, 6 apiece now. It's only after that loss to Calicut that Delhi started to win, and they haven't lost since then. They won their last 5 in the league stage. They won their opening Super 5s encounter. So this is a different Delhi altogether.
also, even in that 3-0 match, they lost the first one something like 15-8, but the third set went into overtime. They had their chances to maybe make a stab at coming back, so I think they were already on the up and up, even in that game.
Well, it's a bit of a cagey one at times. Santosh previously hit a great out-of-system ball, but that's something he's done all season long, and I think that's why he's worth his weight in gold in this team. Heroes are back to serve with Ukra, who's got this float serve, and they go after the front court receiver. So because he's under pressure, the setter goes to the opposite. Now they get to release Santosh. Couldn't go there the first time after the short serve. Went to Godic instead. He built through the rally. Luckily they got a second wave.
Donic with the self-cover. He goes up with the swing, gets blocked. Watch this, just pops it right back up, allows his team to go again. That's what we talk about when we talk about a team that recycles, that covers, that goes again, allows their team, even if he's not the one to score the point, gives an opportunity to his teammate.
We spoke a lot, didn't we, about teams, most of which are not in the competition anymore, not covering the hitter and defensive positioning being slightly out. That's not the case for these two teams, and I'm interested to see what happens from the service line in this game. Who ups it, who gets after it. It's a close affair. It's the more called technical timeout. That means it's time for us to take a very quick break.
Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. We are well and truly into the Super 5s. And here's a look at some Super 5 spikers, the A23 top spikers of the league. Jerome is right there on top, but look who's behind him. Santosh with just a few points less. These two are going head-to-head in this match that we are currently watching. Two of the best.
Quick question, yes or no? Santosh is crossing 100 tonight.
Ooh, yes. He only needs, what, 8 to do it?
Yep.
I think
the
so.
graphic.
If my quick maths, I think he can get 8 points in 3 or 4 sets.
And if he gets going, watch out. Oh! Luis Felipe Perotto has been denied by that dancing duo.
The dancing devil, Aponza, back at his old tricks. A Kred super block as Perotto goes swinging into the big hands of the middle blocker. And I just love when he gets going because his dance moves, they just make my night.
And everyone's following suit. Look at Santosh getting down as well.
Perfect step for a song that they love in Delhi. It's called Kajrare. I'll make you guys listen to it later tonight. Shazam it. Luis Felipe Perotto this time. Oh, Anand, you Superman! How does he do it? For me, that's the highlight of this match so far. It doesn't matter who wins it. Oh, Calicut. Now I have to deal with the hot potato once again, Anand. Yes! Anand! You absolute champion in the sky blue there. What a player.
Let's just admire this for one moment. There it is, comes off the hands and just defying gravity is one of the best, if not the best, liberos in this league. And again, allowing his team to run again.
Yeah, his ability to see that Perotto's coming in straight and his weight's going one way and then he has to check back the other is superb. I'm slightly worried for the pass at Calicut at the moment. Perotto's in out-of-system situations and he's going to be in out-of-system situations again.
Great dig from Mukesh there, the libero. An easy ball for Jerome, and he does enough to win them another point. So both liberos doing a great job. Anand on one side, Mukesh Kumar on the other, the libero in green. And that's the first point for Jerome Vinit in this match with that sizzling 8-2-3 super spike.
Jerome with no block is just pretty much a guaranteed point.
Yeah, good set from Ukra because the pass was so astray that the blockers thought the ball was going back to the outside again, as did I. So Ukra did a good job of changing direction. And after Toronto didn't score 2 in a row, well now Calicut has scored 2 in a row. Ukra's running at a speed of knots around the court.
I really hope Ankamuthu is watching this match and seeing what Jerome's doing. Jerome's able to find a way around those blocks, which Ankamuthu was struggling in that last game, but this guy is presenting a masterclass on spiking, and he's only just begun.
I agree. The difference, I think, from Vinith is that he can just draw the ball a little bit more into the angle than Ankamuthu does, so he can evade that block just a little bit easier.
Oh, hang on here, what's happened? Aponza with the swing, looks like the point's been given to Delhi. Now Delhi was discussing the spin of the set of Calicut on that last point. Now Calicut discussing, I think Aponza perhaps coming under the net. And he definitely did.
Such a good swing from Santos with that run up to turn it back to 5. If I'm a Delhi fan right now, I'm happy because they're passing well. Calicut are relying on out-of-system swings.
Missed it by a wafer thin margin, was it? So close.
Just a hair.
Yeah, Calicut would have had their hearts in their mouth.
One of the hairs from his head, maybe. Kishore Kumar, 106, so he's creeping up there a little bit. Started at what, 97, I think?
This guy goes crazy for volleyball though, doesn't he? I expect it to go even higher throughout this game. He absolutely loves it.
No. We've seen Rohit Kumar do that a couple of times already in this match. He hasn't managed to get his eye in, sadly.
Yeah, that for me is a clear target. FBI Super Point, here we go. The roller coaster is up and running.
Great call for a super point right now, although it's an SPI super point at Jerome's serve. Is that to slow him down? Is that to get in his head a little bit? Let's see. Yes, it does. Takes a lot of heat off that easy pickup and the big swing through the middle. That is a crunch and a half from Ayush.
Great call from the boss man. Brings it back to 12-12. Jerome just sends a lollipop into position 6. And from there, when the pass is coming from 6, it's easier to run the middle than when you go to the sidelines. Ayush says, thank you very much.
12 apiece now. Both teams staying in the hunt. And I've got to say, these two teams still haven't hit that magical gear that they're known for. Manoj Nair, now he's touched 100. Started at 79. Not too bad. He's able to camouflage his emotions, but the heart rate monitor tells us all.
I was going to say he wouldn't look out of place on the beach resting up on vacation, would he?
Yeah, well, maybe starting the 22nd of March. If they manage
That was a good one. A good if there.
kiss the trophy on the 21st.
Yeah. And he's been really impressive. I was finding out a bit more about his success at regional level in India beforehand and what he's won and how he's won it. He's done a lot of good for the sport in this country, and it's great to see him here at Prime Volleyball League. This is the substitution they love. Amal coming in for Rohit, just the defensive specialist, the reception specialist. And as you said earlier on, Manish, Rohit just struggling with the service receive a little bit.
Well, he's coming to serve. Who's he going to aim at?
Nobody. They're taking a timeout instead. Tricky move from Calicut. Well, I like that timeout as well, and that's tactical to use that at that moment. Ice the server if you think he's a good one. Meanwhile, gives us a moment to remind you of the Super 5 rules. The tournament format is as such. Each match, best of 5. And the first team gets 2 extra points. The second team gets 1. That already happened. Calicut got 2 and Delhi got 1. Whoever finishes the table topper goes directly to the finals. And 2 and 3 play an elimination match at the end.
Remember the eliminator on the 19th. The last Super 5 game on the 17th of this month. Not too far from now, we're already in the business end, and that silly service error allows Calicut a chance to seal the deal in this first set.
That's 3 serves in a row. And I think that when we're dealing with 2 of the top teams in the league, the pressure's starting to sink in here. Manoj just calling a timeout. There's no way in a million years that man's heart is going at 100 beats a minute.
Well, it's fascinating to me that those weren't particularly hard serves either, but that's exactly what the timeout did. Iced the server. Meanwhile, there is another award up for grabs. This is the fair play points table. Bengaluru are up there at the top with 11 points after 2 matches. Calicut and Delhi both just with 8. You get positive points for upholding the positive values, and negative points, well, probably for screaming at the referee or something like that.
I'm glad
you know what it is. You know what it's for. If you're naughty on court, you get punished.
How many points did Dragan's eyes cost the Ahmedabad defenders on that list?
Ooh, that's a good point. Daggers they were.
Fiery eyes, Dragan, if you're watching. The clean shot set, just a push, great dig, lovely work. Oh, 14 apiece now. It's no more a race to 15. You need a gap of 2, remember.
I think one of my favorite things in volleyball is when a player pretends they're going to play the ball and then just lets it go. Watch Dotted cheer as he gets close to it and he's like, nope, no sir, not going to happen.
I can't stand it.
Really?
I just want him to see, let's just let the ball go out and let's go.
In cricket, they say it's resisting the temptation to flirt outside the off stump. Let it go. Let it go. Oh, beautifully done by Daniel Montazeri. That is check and mate with the left hand. That is an ukra by Ukra's partner, the Prince of Persia. That's a wow moment.
Yeah, bringing him in, and it's not the best play. I think this really is the story of the game so far. It's been a bit scrappy, it's been a bit cagey, but teams are getting the job done.
Second set point for Calicut. Just a push across. Oh, that reception should have been better. Mukesh. Chance. Calicut. Have it! An error at the net. I think it was by Afonso or Samir Tariq. Calicut take the first set in this Super 5 encounter between the Calicut Heroes and the Delhi Toofans.
Well, yeah, Ponza, I think, has gone in or under, but the first pass of a free ball again has cost Delhi a cagey affair. The opening set's gone the way of the Calicut Heroes, 16-14. It's time for us to take a very short break.
Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. Here is a look at the stats. You can get them all at Volleyball World. It's telling a bit of a story. The block's better on Delhi's side. Not much between them though, except the spikes. One of the stats I found on Volleyball World is that the middles are the top scorers of both sides. You can head over there and get those stats if you want to. They are international streaming partners.
Well, yeah, a cagey affair, I would say. I don't know what you guys thought this game would be, but, well, there'll certainly be some hairy moments as we continue through the game today.
All right, hair-raising experience, this one. To watch such swashbuckling volleyball here every night for the last month or so.
We need to get some of those devil horns down there, actually, as well. Calicut Heroes Red Army.
Manish has some, they're just invisible.
Manish is thinking of something to say. I can see him scheming. I know his scheming face.
Well, sadly, there are most things that I can't say on air. Not for TV consumption.
What is for TV consumption is that RuPay contactless shot by Aponza. I love getting him involved in the very early stage of this match, and the perfect pass to do it as well.
Yeah, the middle certainly isn't the issue at the moment, I don't think, in terms of the game. There's a lot of missed serves, and I think both of these teams are looking to up their service pressure as we get through the competition. I mean, Delhi have got to this point with well, Dodic's the 13th best server in the competition.
4 missed serves in the first set from the Delhi Toofans. We have one already in this, so maybe that's the difference between the two sides. Great serve. Oh, lovely reception. That one from Anand deserved a point, and they've got it. Got to be a separate highlights package on what Anand does on court.
And that was a great serve from the Heroes, who Kishore was saying to me, we're looking to develop our serve and get after a bit more, but there's still some bit of a debate.
I don't think either of these two teams...
Heart rate? What's the heart rate?
I don't think either of them are worried about the fair play award at this point.
Yeah. I think as the heart rate goes up, the fair play award goes out the window. Who's picking up that paddle? Jerome's picked up the paddle. Now, Jerome, that's not for you to do.
I'm confused because Calicut got the point, so why would they ask for a review?
Delhi got the point. So Calicut debating it clearly.
Oh,
Now,
okay.
the problem is for Calicut that the moment is gone. You can't review it after a certain point. Too late. Debate later, call now.
So here's what happened. The ball went over. Saclane is backcourt, so he cannot jump and block.
Yeah.
And I think that's the discussion that Calicut's having. Did he keep his hands on the floor? Did he contact the ball below the net line? I think he jumped.
Yeah, guilty.
Guilty indeed.
Not on that occasion. Doesn't matter because that block has landed long and it's 2 apiece. What moments like those do is they rev up both teams. And without realizing, they will raise their game.
Look at Toronto. Firing up.
Yeah, he's normally so calm, so sweet to the officials.
You guys have got to tell me more about the tapes on Jerome's fingers. Another service error. I think that's the 4th from the Calicut Heroes. Jerome's a rare guy who has his fingers taped. Tell us more.
Yeah, that typically means he might have had an injury there, or he's just trying to strengthen up those joints a little bit for blocking. It can mean any number of things.
It's probably just being a hero somewhere, doing something, wrestling a bear or something like that, you know, just as Jerome does.
Flying the kite, maybe?
Yeah. He's basically the Prime Volleyball League's Chuck Norris. Does everything.
So heavily taped fingers, those. Once again, very good attempt at a serve. Fortunately lands long. The margin for error is so little. There he is, Jerome. Look at those fingers. We'll get you a closer look at him in just a bit. A joust, but the block does the job. It's the Calicut number 5, Vikas Man. Great timing with that jump.
Well, the team going over to help out Santosh there. He's looking a little frustrated with his passing at the moment. And I think this is something that Manoj Nair said about his team, that they have great teamwork. Oh, there are those fingers that you were talking about.
I also think this ball's quite hard as well, right? So if you're really wrapping it and hitting it with that sort of pace, might just make some marks on the fingertips and some slight cuts. Manish, at the end of the game, will go down and we'll ask him. And
I've seen tennis players do that a lot.
But they're on the left hand as well, so...
Does anyone else think he has extremely long arms? Do you think that is another reason why he's so good at this sport?
You're asking me? Me?
Just
Long arms?
compared to the rest of
That's
his
an
body.
alien thing to me. I'm perhaps as tall as his arms. 4 apiece in the second. Delhi looking for a comeback. They've got to reduce the number of errors. Put the ball in play. Trust your defense. Santosh with the serve. Straight to Chirag then. Oh, that push almost worked. Here's the pipe. There's enough protection. Santosh. The captain tries to do an ukra. Beautiful rally. Anand with one hand. From a certain distance, it doesn't matter. Calicut have the point. Something happened in the net.
This game is wild because they're the two top teams in the league for a reason. They played incredibly well. But if you ask me if this is the highest level game that we've seen this season, I'd probably say no. There's a lot of errors creeping in. Santosh has just tried to rip that, and that ball was not there to be ripped.
No, I just think when I look at Anand, I think he'll be a great sepak takraw player. Just his reflex, his ability to change direction mid-air. Oh, straight at Peroto's chest. Oh my word! Oh my word! That has to be the moment of the season. Luis Felipe Peroto, you magician from Brazil. What was that? I'd like to see a million replays of it all evening long. What? Unreal. Probably for the first time in the history of the sport, off the chest, all heart in that one.
I've been watching volleyball for 20 plus years and never have I seen that. Wow, incredible.
Stop press, stop this game. Let's just watch that moment over and over again. I cannot for the life of me believe what we've just seen Luis Felipe Peroto do. Need a statue of him built somewhere here.
Yeah, unbelievable. Just sits in the right position, gets his peck on it. See you later. I mean, I've never seen anything like that. If I'm Delhi, I'm kicking myself for leaving it though. You don't leave that one either. Great play, and I think that might just be a momentum shifter.
Well,
Crazy.
Calicut need to have a breather after that one. I need to have a breather after that one.
Should have called for a timeout for all of us.
Knowing this league, we should probably give them 2 points for it.
Yep.
A chest did kill.
You know what though, he is Brazilian, and now that I think about it, there are a lot of sports, soccer-related sports, where you use your chest and your legs and all sorts of things, so maybe he's been grown up doing that.
Well, he could just tell the world that was straight from the heart.
Sweet.
The Roto moment of the league. Why are we still talking about it while we take a look at this replay? Did it kiss? Was there a flicker of the jersey?
There's a couple of things here, there might have been. But if you're playing against Jerome Beneath, that is one situation that you'd never want him in. He's sort of got a free net on him, and Rohit's struggling to get anywhere near him. I don't mind if he's on the backcourt. I think you've got to start wide on him and keep a blocker on him and then pinch in to help the other players when you need to, because you don't want Jerome in those situations.
It's either kissed that man's left finger, the little finger of the left hand, Rohit, or it's touched Anand's jersey on the way out. Has it? Well, I don't know.
Go on, make a call, Manish. Pick a side.
He could never make a mistake in your eyes, Manish, or a touch.
I love Anand. I'm the founder member of the Anand fan club.
Hang on a sec.
What role are you giving yourself in there?
I said I'm the founder member.
Founder.
Yeah, founder member.
You're the founding father, I'm the founding mother.
We'll need to ask our parents for that.
Well, they're still having a look at this. I think I thought I saw a little wiggle there. You know I hate to go against Anand, but the jersey, unless there's a lot of wind in here.
Well done. Great review. If it's flicked just the jersey, unlikely that the player will himself know. Anand cannot believe it. No point. It's done. It's done and dusted. It's sealed and delivered. You cannot undo it. You can't review a review, can you?
Anand just showing that he's got a fiery side. And if you think about points and swings, the last 2 points are chest dig in this moment. It's huge in the context of this Super 5 race because it's a three-point lead now for the heroes.
Yep. Cannot believe it. He is shocked. He's shell-shocked. Like someone took his motorcycle away.
Yeah, this is like when I ask for a masala dosa and get served a plain one.
The fury,
You'd still have
the
it.
wrath of Louis.
Yeah, I'd have both, yeah.
Yeah, well, you can see why they're so upset. I mean, this is essentially two of the best teams in this league that could potentially mean the winning of this match. One of them becomes first, one of them becomes second, and second has to play third to get to the final. First goes directly through.
I'd like to see some more leadership here from Saklane. It's all right. It's done. A quick word with Anand, say, all right, let's move on, let's refocus, let's press the reset button, focus, we're trailing by 3, got a game to win, guys. Maybe this will fire him up, who knows. Love to see how they respond. Donic with a laser spike! Well, why indulge in any conversation when you can spike like that? Laser Donic spikes it. Delhi Toofans like it.
Dodic coming to the party. RuPay contactless shot with 0 block in front of him. And for me, he's been the missing link in this match. He's been so good this season, improving match after match. If he gets going, this is a very good Delhi side.
Yeah, that was all in the pass. Beautiful pass. And to get pulled off the service line, he's starting to feel the fire in this match as well.
Good block. Laser Dodic with the first points in this match with a previous spike. Oh, beautiful block. He gets into the act straight away. There's a renewed vigor and a belief in the Delhi camp now. This is the start of a Toofani performance. Delhi, watch out Calicut. Delhi seem to have arrived.
Yeah, those are the situations for me for Ukre. Just sort of like gets around the ball slowly. It's clear he's going to the outside. And 2 blockers up on Chirag where not even he can do anything on it, and he's been superb.
It was a very, very poor reception from Chirag. Credit to Ukra for salvaging things. And then that powerful spike from Jerome to give Calicut a 2-point lead as we head into the Amol Cool technical timeout in the second set. Back in just a bit.
Well, if there's one stat you should keep your eye on, it's this, the blocking. And here's the Cred top 5 blocking list. And with those numbers, you see Aponza has crept up to the top, overtaking Akin, who's been king of the castle all season long. Fantastic work by Aponza tonight.
But with Chennai out the competition, opportunities present themselves for the likes of Jerome. Something that just caught my eye. Gerard's pass has just fallen away a little bit, and coming into this, Toronto, the 3rd best passer in the competition, passing well, playing well. Gerard the 25th, with Mukesh the 9th, and you compare that to 3 passes in the top 10, 3rd, 6th and 7th in the Delhi team. Back on the way, and it's Delhi again who bring it back to 1. Dodic is really firing up, and you have to say it was a slow start for Dodic in Delhi corners, but he started to really excel. He squeezed that one through.
Yeah, for me, that was something I looked at in the stats in the last match when these two faced off, and Dodic had, I think, 1 point or 0 points in the whole match, barely even played even. But if he can come to the forefront, he's been one of those contributing factors in the last few weeks.
Guilty of overhitting it, Jerome Mini. He had that salivating look on his face when he saw the ball up in the air. But then just overdoing it a little bit. While Aponza was very much there, covering that line.
He wanted that swing.
It's worth a review. I think it's worth a review. Worth a review. Go for it, Delhi. And they will straight away Manoj Nair with that paddle.
The paddle is up. However, how many reviews do they have left if they take this one?
2, I think.
They lost the last one.
We'll find out.
Well, it's a big one. If it's in, it's an Indian Oil super serve. And instead of Calicut getting 1 point, Delhi get 2. So it's effectively a 3-point swing. This is why this is so important for Delhi. Oh, that's so close. It's so close. Oh!
Even if it's just kissing the line, it's good. It's good for Delhi. If it is kissing the line according to the TV ref.
According to those that are in charge of making the decision.
Yeah.
Who
Disclaimer,
is not
disclaimer. Conditions apply. Decision pending. You can hear the heartbeat. Yes, they get the green. It's an Indian Oil super serve. A super moment that takes Delhi into the lead by 2.
Yeah,
is this a match-changing moment?
Toronto's trying to take some pressure off of Chirag because he's had a great passing competition. He shifts across, Chirag shifts out, but Toronto on the move, can't move left and move backwards. He thinks it's going out, and then it goes.
Wouldn't it be fun if we get a 5-setter tonight? Just the one game. Midweek madness, we said, and that's what it's been like so far. A wave attack that didn't work. Calicut's attack drowning. Because the Delhi Toofans are now believing a lot more than they ever have in this match. There's a certain air of invincibility about Delhi when they get going.
Aponza again at the heart of it. He has been stepping up his block over and over. He's now crowned the champion so far in terms of blocks. Well, a big change of events here, 11-8 for Delhi. But here's a look at the points table so far in the Super 5s. Calicut is on top with 4 points. Delhi right behind with 3. So that's why we keep saying there's so much importance on this match, because that could flip-flop.
Oh, it's absolutely huge. Calicut and Delhi both looking for a direct route to the finals. As we have a look at the fans of the Delhi Toofans. Have a look at that. Point at the crest, big man. Show us who you're supporting out there. That's what we love about this sport. passionate fans loving their volleyball and loving every bit of entertainment that this league provides, night in, night out.
Back at the action. Sacklane still on the service line. Tip from Daniel, that's covered. Going again behind Jerome down the line. Anand gets a little touch on it. Throws a hand in the direction of the defense, but it's not enough for Jet Jerome, who's coming firing down the line as per usual.
Yeah, they're putting a lot of pressure on the front court receiver or that left-hand side of court. And all that does is A, puts the front court receiver who's going to hit under pressure, but B, if you serve the right angles, you struggle to make it to Jerome if you pass too straight. So they're trying to take two options out the offense.
Once again, Delhi asking questions. Anand. Podoric goes down the line, and he has it. That was a fiery arrow to give Laser Doric his 50th attack point in this season. The half century match looked like a hurricane.
Laser Doric with a bit of help with the back set from Anand. Those two, best friends on and off court. The bromance is real. Well, meanwhile, Eileen Ramdu raising the stakes with an SBI super point called at 12-9. Does it slow down Sacklane? Oh, no, it's Rohit on court on the serve. That ball into the net, but still played. Followed up by a block, and that time it lands on the floor, and 2 points go the way of Delhi to bring them one step closer to this set.
A point is everywhere here. Again, Delhi for me have passed better. And although a couple of things went against them early on, that for me is a telltale of where the ball's going for Ukra by not getting his feet around it. Aponza reads both ways, I think, and gets out really early. And Daniel's fuming. Anand, on the other hand,
he's having a great one. Well, here we go then. Set point. Oh, and it's done! It is done on an ace serve. What a swing from Rohit. The end line is his space.
Rohit Kumar at Kochi last year struggled to form, but for Delhi this year, he has huge importance on the front court and the baseline. The Calicut Heroes passes are under pressure. It's 1-1, and it's time for us to take a quick break.
Welcome to Season 3 of RuPay Prime Volleyball League, powered by A23. It's time for the Indian Terrain Volley Trivia. Let's meet our super fans first. And one person is already having Delhi Toofans flag. What is your name? Who is your favorite player?
Ajay.
Ajay, your favorite player yaru?
Sandosh.
Okay, unga pere your Calicut supporters, right? And unga pere yaroda favorite player ungalku?
என் பேர் ராஜா. Favorite player Praveen Lotte.
Okay, I'm going to ask you a very simple question. ஜெயிக்கிறவங்களுக்கு இந்தியன் டெரனோட gift voucher இருக்கு. ஓகேவா? ரெண்டு பேருக்கு சேம் क्वेश्चन தான். ஃப்ரண்ட்ல மைக் வைப்பேன். யார் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் சொல்றீங்களோ அவங்களுக்கு தான் பிரைஸ். ஓகே? ஃப்ரண்ட்ல வந்துருங்க. எந்த ஒரு கோச் 3 சீசனா ஒரே டீமுக்கு கோச் பண்ணிருக்காரு? அந்த கோச்சோட பேர் என்ன? கிஷோர் குமார். ரைட் ஆன்சர். Calicut Heroes உடைய கோச். ஓகே, அடுத்த क्वेश्चन. டெல்லி தூஃபான்ஸ் உடைய கேப்டன் யாரு? என்ன பொசிஷன்ல ஆடுறாரு?
அமல்.
தப்பு. சக்லின் தாரிஃப் செட்டர். கரெக்ட். அண்ட் லாஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन. ஜெரோம் இருக்கார் இல்லையா? அவருடைய ஜெர்சி நம்பர் என்ன?
நம்பர் 12.
ரெண்டு பேருமே சேமா சொல்லிருக்கீங்க. ஒன் மோர் क्वेश्चन. உக்கர பாண்டியன் செட்டர் ஆஃப் Calicut Heroes, அவருடைய ஜெர்சி நம்பர் என்ன?
நம்பர்
சொல்லுங்க.
நம்பர் 6.
6 இல்ல 10 இல்ல, ரெண்டையும் சேர்த்தா வர நம்பர் தான். இட்ஸ் 16. ஓகே, லாஸ்ட் क्वेश्चन. கோச் உடைய பேரு from the team Delhi Toofans. Naya, okay, at least half right. Okay, let me give it to this Delhi Toofans fan. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise. And he gets the Indian Terrain gift voucher. Congratulations. Thank you. Thank you so much for participating. Ladies and gentlemen, you already saw a winner right here. And who's the winning this Indian terrain udiya gift voucher. நீங்களும் winner ஆகலாம். For that நீங்க பண்ண வேண்டியதெல்லாம் இங்க எடுக்கிற photos, videos மறக்காம உங்க social mediaல post பண்ணுங்க. Use the hashtag called #PVL and Prime Volley tag பண்ணுங்க and you can be winning the official merchandise of RuPay.
What a turn of events. It looked as if Calicut had that set in the bag after that big chest dig by Perotto, but was not to be. Delhi coming firing back into it. It's 1-1 now. And look at the blocks for Delhi, 6-2.
Yeah, someone enjoying it over there, Blobby. The Nippon Paint mascot. I mean, having a look at this Calicut performance, I think their pass is, we spoke about it before, like Perotto being a great passer, he's leaked a few, Chirag's leaked a few, all of a sudden the blockers get across, pressure comes on the offense, Jerome's nullified. I mean, the Torpedoes managed to nullify Jerome, didn't they, when they beat them 3-2 early on this season? Not nullified, but served well enough to put the pass under pressure.
Well, we're underway now with set number 3. First swing goes Chirag on the right side, who's been relatively quiet for Calicut. But for me in that second set, it was a changing of momentum. If you remember, there was one call that looked like it was going to touch the libero, and then there was some momentum. This one's a RuPay contactless shot, but now it's all Calicut's momentum.
Yeah, Delhi is still bombarding that left side of court, and they're giving the one-on-one to the right side. So they're putting both their blockers on the right side, giving the right side from Calicut the free swing.
Fire for fire. If Chirag can, so can Laser.H. That was a mighty swing. He just pummeled it down in open space.
Remember again, Dodich heating up was something that made the difference in that last set. Kind of came to the party, balanced out the outsides and the middle action from Aponza. So this for me, this man right here could make or break this match.
Do you think I'm being too harsh to say that one should have been blocked?
Well, it was a one-on-one. Blockers went to the outside and left him alone.
I thought Perotto there was slightly casual with his reception. Well, there was no preview and offer with that triple block lining itself up. They were ready. They saw it coming. Great anticipation.
Yeah, nothing casual about this block. A Kred super block as the 3 come straight over the net. It's Aponza at the center of it again. And the dance moves ensue as per usual.
Aponza, the player of the match so far. I think we'll have to start a new award just to do justice to Anand. Oh, great block. Still in play. Therefore, Anand. Boom! Once again, Delhi look like they're winning this one. Yes, no! My word! Well, they had it in the bag pretty much all through that rally, and then that kill never came.
You're exactly right. They look like they had that completely in control and using the pipe there, and we like that about Delhi. Calicut kind of found that early on in the match. Now if Delhi starts to get it going, it's a good sign. Just out by a little bit. Not a bad swing by any means.
Cannot afford to drop intensity against the Calicut heroes, because the kind of side Calicut are, all they need is a foot in the door, and they will barge in.
Yeah, I think that can be said about both these two teams, but Calicut in particular, they come with confidence. They have a very strong attacking team. Combine that with the defense that we've talked about, they're not going to be kept down for long.
No, they're merciless. They are relentless like that. No mercy. Send that hammer from Jerome beneath.
I have a quick question for you, babe. I'm looking at the best blocker stats before this game started. Have a guess where Jerome is on the best blocking stats. What number is he?
Probably somewhere like 15.
Defend Tariq for Dodic. And he will get it. That landed just in front of Jerome Beneath.
So, when it comes to blocks, and this is surprising, it surprised me, Jerome Beneath is 58 in the blocking stats for this competition.
I told you in the pre-show, he's here for one reason. He does one thing very, very well, and that's attacking.
He's also here to serve and block, right? Yeah, his main weight of the team is, but the opposites also need to make more than 2 blocks in the season. Is my argument back.
He only had 2.
Yeah, he's 58.
Well, the point is, if you have a horse that can win in Derby, don't expect it to swim across the English Channel.
Yeah, I disagree. Look at that though.
Come as you like.
I just found that fascinating because he's so
That
good.
is interesting.
So strong offensively out there, but to make 2 blocks the whole season and be 58th on the list is a long way down. But he doesn't stop scoring as many says.
I'm going to keep an eye on him now when he gets to the front court and have a look at his movements. Maybe, could it be that players are just not swinging in that zone?
Maybe he's been unleashed to just attack and not worry about blocking.
Yeah. Well, Calicut down just by 1. Oh, whoa. Indian oil super serve for Ashwin. Excellent, timely substitution for that fella.
That's not Ashwin, that's ace win. An ace for the win from Ashwin.
Where did you come up with this?
Manufacturing defect.
Straight.
6-5 to the Calicut Heroes, back in the lead now in set number 3. Love that from Ashwin. Such an underrated player. Hardly ever talked about amidst the stars of that Calicut Heroes lineup. How about that? Easy pickings for the Delhi Toofans.
Great reception there. I believe that was Anand who got his body behind it. Barely had to make a move, Sacklane, and he's able to get his middle involved. However, still a good serve, I think, from Calicut, going from an ace and then taking a bit of pace off it to make sure that ball went in. I think that was still the right decision.
Rohit hits it long, knew it straight away.
Oh, here we go. 92. I mean, I've got to give him credit for being pretty chill out here.
I think it's the result of winning the second set. If they were 2-0 down, might have been way past 100. Shot set. Ayush Kasnia, no kill. Chance now. Here they come. Dodic deposits that diamond. Oh, that pebble in the Calicut pond.
Well, I'm not sure what happened there, but Daniel stopped playing halfway through the point, just kind of walked off, might have got an elbow to the eye, it looks like. He was done.
Wow. Don't see that very often, do you?
I think he was hoping to get that point replayed.
Still as good looking as ever though, Mr. Montezedi. Oh.
Okay, quick question. Should Delhi have said, let's play that point again? Does that happen?
Probably not, because it was his own teammate that hit him in the eye.
and the fact that we're playing in the Super Fives. But more so the fact that it was your own teammate that hit you in the eye. Well, we'll call technical timeout. Jerome Beneath doing Jerome Beneath things here. We'll see you after a little break. Great game, this one.
8-7 to the Calicut Heroes in the third, and here we are with a look at the Amul Cool Emerging Player nominees. Everyone's favorite, Blockbuster Man, Anand, the libero of Delhi. Biggest smile of this list on his face. And he's been an absolute revelation this season as well.
So
That
you
man.
think Anand over Nanda and Chirag?
100%. Without doubt. Tucklane, shot set. Aponza hits it long. No, that's rare.
In terms of a blockbuster player, Anand brings a lot of energy. He brings a lot of fight. He's very fun to watch on the court. The others are more point scorers. They're more taking a lot of the offensive load.
Yeah, he's box office Anand, isn't he? The others are efficient performers, front benchers. Anand's a star. He's got that star quality about him.
I think you like him as well because he's smaller than the other ones, because he's a defenser.
Yep.
They'd make a great team though, those five, if we can put one more in there.
Got to talk about a dream team as well at some stage.
Oh yeah.
Let's build a dream team together. The commentator's favorite.
All right, from this court, I got to take Aponza, got to take Daniel as they go head to head against each other in this review, which is for a touch, it looks like, and I see a little bit of a wiggle there from Daniel's finger.
The fourth finger. Yep.
Mark of respect there from Motazedi going on the wide block, the spread blocks, take both angles of the hands, knowing what Aponza can do, hitting both angles.
If they get this one right, they will have another one, both successful. And so they will get one more review. And so both teams have one review left. And the deficit is now down to just one. It's 9-8 to Calicut. Delhi ready to serve. The ball in the captain's hand.
Well, the matchup we've been discussing was Santosh versus Jerome. Jerome has 7 points already in the game. Santosh just 3.
Somehow they kept it in play, Calicut. Dodic will kill it. He's got the kill, he's got the thrill, and he's got the chill as well. Laser Dodic. You stunt man.
Yeah, you talk about making a game plan aiming for Santos. Manoj there has said we're going to hit the right side heavy tonight. Dodic is on form, Aponza's on form. And this is a real interesting dynamic. I'd like to know how many sets Santos has got.
Yeah, Dodic as well has 7 points, so he's tied up with Jerome in terms of efficiency in the attack.
Anand sets it beautifully, but then the kill did not come. I thought it was a pretty good set. A back set from a libero. Is that rare in international volleyball for a libero to be able to do that so well?
Oh yeah, he's excellent at it. It's something you'll see at the highest level, but the fact that he's jump setting in addition, he's not bump setting, he's not just hand setting, he's actually coming off the floor as he contacts the ball, and he's still precise with it.
And what he's trying to do is have a split. So he can go to the left and the right, and he can pull the middle blocker one way or the other. And if he goes on the back set, the chance of losing the middle blocker on the other side is higher.
Receiving with 4 is Delhi right now. Dodic into the passing lineup.
Aponza, one's good enough. Well, if Delhi go on to win this match, clearly Aponza and Laser Dodic could feature on our presentation ceremony. How good had he been? Aponza versus Motazedi for now belongs to the Delhiite.
Yeah, he's been amazing. I think we saw this previously. The matchup here is really strong against Daniel Motazedi for Aponza. He's more physical than him. He can turn both angles, and for Daniel to get in his space, it's very, very tough. We saw it in the previous game, and I think Manoj Nair has been very smart. That one is for Motazedi though, but Manoj Nair has been very smart. He hasn't gone to Aponza a lot in every game or fixture, but against Calicut they've used him a lot because they feel they've got the advantage.
Daniel's having a little chat with the referees. The ball came over. We'd have to see it from the side to know whether or not he encroached on the other side. But basically, you have to wait for the ball to come into your side of the net. I'm not sure that he did.
Guilty.
I think he's a little guilty there.
Guilty of overreaching. Well, you can't ring a bell at 3 in the afternoon when your neighbors are sleeping. It's a bit like that. Better ring the bell, knock on the door when the neighbors are sleeping. You will get pulled up.
You completely lost me with this analogy.
It's an Indian kids thing. More on that later. It looked like he was ringing a bell.
Ah, gotcha. I mean, I think he was trying to be disciplined with it. He needed to wait just that little split second longer for the ball to cross over the net into his territory. Because in theory, the setter could have gotten underneath it on the side of Delhi. That's the argument there. But Delhi is just, they're looking good right now. They seem to have flustered Calicut.
Cannot reach that line of control, Mr. Morazzetti. Even when you are the Prince of Persia. Control serve, straight to Ashwin. Okra for Ashwin. 1v2. It doesn't matter. There is an error at the net by Ashwin. Delhi have a 3-point lead now. 3 away from taking a 2-1 lead in this match.
Yeah, Calicut have to have a good look at themselves here. Yes, the net touch is one thing, but the pass is too quick. Uka can't do anything with that apart from give it back to the outside. The blockers know this. The service pressure, the position 5, has really worked for them this evening. And it's just been float serves doing most of the damage.
Well, Calicut want to strike back with an SBI Super Point called. This one's worth 2. Does not matter who wins it, they get 2 points, even though Calicut has called it.
Somehow Delhi are able to win this one. They will have 5 set points of poor reception. Once again, Jerome has to clean it up, and he does. I don't think he was happy with the set at all, which was a result of that poor bit of reception from Mukesh Kumar.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's a pass again that then leads to this set. If it's not Corona, it's Mukesh, and from there, you see how far he's got to see that over his left shoulder to get an angle on it. Like, it's near on impossible for him to put the ball away, and he did everything he could to turn it and get it off the block.
Tariq makes one happen for Rohit Kumar, the number 10.
Things looking smooth for Delhi right now. They're only up by 2, but in a match that's only, or a set that's only to 15 points, that confidence, that momentum, if they just hold on, they're in a situation now, they just have to side out a couple of times. They don't have to earn points from their serve.
So once the likes of Aponza and Baroto and the other foreign... Oh, another magic moment! David Aponza is on top of the world! That is a Toofani moment from the Delhi Toofans. We're all losing it. Aponza, you genius. That push is one for the archives, the golden archives of this league. An Indian Oil Super Serve that seals the deal for the Delhi Toofans in set number 3. Calicut, shell-shocked. Delhi go 2-1 up, back in just a bit with set number 4. Stay tuned.
Welcome back to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League. It is a 2-1 lead for the Toofans over the Heroes. There are the stats of the team, but if you head over to Volleyball World, you can get all the stats. It's our exclusive international streaming partner. One of the stats I'm looking at is Dodic. He had 0 points in the first match, or the first set. He then had 4 and 4, so I called that as being one of the game changers. That is what's giving Delhi this balance right now.
Yeah, Ponza's block is certainly another one. He's been on fire. And the service as well hasn't been anything flash, but they're putting a lot of pressure on position 5, and they're putting a lot of pressure on the likes of Parado. And I mean, if Parado goes in the pass, they really do have issues, the Heroes, and that's just leaked onto the likes of Mukesh. And we saw in the second set that the pass was starting to go, but at the back end of that set, the pass had absolutely gone.
You're exactly right. Only one service error from Delhi in that third set. Now we're underway in the fourth. Dodic on the outside gets a big swing. That's covered. Kept alive. Delhi going again on the outside. Same. He's just going to tickle it over, and there's nobody home. Ukra and Parato both brought to their knees by the Serbian sniper.
Yeah, outstanding. I mean, if I'm honest, I preferred the first swing out of system, high rip off the hands to the corner to buy another opportunity, and this time he mixes up with a tip. So two similar situations, sort of, both out of rhythm, two different swings, two very good ones.
Another chance, this time Parato tips into Aponza, who says no, 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 not today. The Dodic-Aponza duo, for me, is off the charts today.
Yeah, we talk about game plans and things like that. I really think that Manoj Nair has a really good read on Ukra and the Heroes at the moment.
In the timeout, he might just want to get his presentation interview question answer ready.
His dad's moves, you mean?
That's one, that's a cue for Atish.
Well, Aponza just had his 6th block, and the highest blocking record in the season is 7 by Ashwal, I believe it was.
Well, I think Aponza's making it look so easy. He's making it look so easy. Delhi, there's a certain fluidity about how they're receiving today, especially when they go to Anand, who's clearly receiving a lot better than he did in the previous match. So Anand to Sakale to Aponza. That trio has worked wonderfully today.
And even that ball, not perfect. It was in a good spot, but still a little off the net. They're finding Aponza. They're realizing who the hot hands are right now.
Yeah, for me, that was all about Sapling Carrot. Brilliant set from all that was 2.5 meters off the net. And this game's starting to heat up once more. This man isn't going to let Delhi go anywhere offensively, and I'm interested to see, because what we're going to see now is moments like that, out of system, the pass isn't there, the set isn't there, he still finds a solution, but can he drag Calicut through?
This is the set where Calicut had to make things happen to take it to 5. Remember, they are 2-1 down. They won the first set. Delhi stormed back. Santosh hasn't even got his groove yet. He liked that. Not a clean hit, but he liked that.
I think you heard my comment earlier about I like it when they just pretend they're going to touch it before it goes out. Santosh. And that shows confidence, right? That shows he's kind of got his groove back. He's feeling a little cheeky.
Well, Dodic and Aponza have done the bulk of the scoring tonight, so that's taken the pressure off Santosh. If he gets going, watch out, Calicut. Great serve from Dodic. Ukra for that shot from behind that 3-meter line has been overhit. No block touch whatsoever.
Yeah, there's some real big problems here for the Heroes. They've struggled with the pass. And then the pass comes in. Again, those situations for me, Ukra sort of gives it away, and in turn, the pipe's not quite in the right spot. A couple of blockers on him, and when they do get the pass in, they make a hitting error. Just not all in sync.
Rather good serve. Shot set, a one-handed pickup from Dodic. And then that shot, ooh, well done by the libero. Mukesh is taking the cue from Anand's book. Dodic Excellent defense. Santosh, where was he trying to hit it? No, made a mess of it.
He's trying to do too much there. That's an excellent defense from Dodic. Puts his team in a position to swing, and nobody is blocking. I understand that's not a perfect set, but he's got to do something better than that.
Yeah, the more the ball that comes from off the net, the more you lose your sharp angles. It's sort of an easy rule of thumb. And you can't hit the sharp angle when the ball's coming from really far off the net. You only have to beat the ones.
Yeah, Santosh overcooked this pasta.
Did he? Did he now?
6-3. Delhi Toofans. Since he's from Delhi, let's just say overcooked his chole, not his pasta. 95, Kishore Kumar. Cool as Kishore. Could be a hashtag.
How is he so calm? How on earth?
I suppose no hair on the head.
Would that be the other way around?
No left-handed pick-off from Dodic on that occasion against Jerome. Now he's the man that really stands between Delhi and a win.
It's an 8-2-3 super spike from Jerome. And he's been a little out of sorts in the last couple of sets, but I wouldn't count him out.
Slight confusion between the setter. Sakleen Tariq said, let me show you how it's done. Jerome has not been blocked.
So this is what I like about the Ukra-Jerome partnership. It's the speed that they run at. So he's very high. You can run him high and he can go over the top. But if you run him fast like that, the blockers are always struggling to press and finish against the speed of the attack. It's very well done.
Just a moment ago, it seemed like Delhi was running away with this. Calicut back in it with another push. Down the middle, Ukra underneath it. Back to his man, who is stuffed out this time.
He's pumped up Rohit. And so is Ayush. Rohit rams the door on that incoming missile. And it has to go back and creates devastation on Calicut's side.
Yeah, I tell you what, it's a great finish this time. Much quicker hands in the block from Rohit compared to the previous time. Sakleen Tariq maybe just been bailed out because that first set was way too tight and not his best of the evening, but good blocking.
How about that save from Manan? Cannot take my eyes off him. I don't think the blockers even saw that ball go past. That's how fast it was hit. Chirag Yadav, there was an angry spike from Chirag. Lighting up the stage, it's still 7-6. That one from Chirag, a RuPay contact was not as stylish as RuPay on the go.
Does Anand know about this bromance between yourself and him?
Wasn't it evident when we had him in the studio the other night?
I don't know, I wasn't there.
Yeah, well, you can only have one good-looking person on the show, so sorry about that, Keith. Pushed. Nicely done. Daniel. Sharp angle. Anand intervenes. What a rally this has been. Oh, Santosh! Oh, Rohit! It takes two to stop that arrow coming from Rohit's right arm. Incredible swing that, but stopping the blocks.
Yeah, interesting here. Yeah, good from Anand, almost gets in the way of Rohit. And then Rohit's too square on, he's got no angles there. Again, the set's a little bit tight for me.
Well, Jamshad brought in a little switch up for the setters. And Dodic likes it. Excellent first contact right to the Serbian sniper. And that brings us to the Amul-Cool technical timeout. It is neck and neck between these two teams. Come back after this short break, see what happens.
Well, the best seats in the house, the RuPay VIP box, be on the go, and well, some very important guests up there as well. Welcome to all of you, and welcome back everyone at home to what is a spectacular advert for the sport. The two top teams in the Super 5, the two top teams from the round robin are going head to head in what's a fascinating encounter for the RuPay Prime Volleyball League.
And who would have thought this Delhi team just joined the league? They are brand new and they are as competitive, if not more so, than every team in this league.
Aponza once again denies Daniel Montazeri in that 1v1 battle. It's Aponza, the Colombian, who's got the better of the Iranian Montazeri, and there's Delhi's coach. 101. 7 blocks for Aponza, tied for the most blocks in the league.
And what's really impressed me about Aponza is he's won his individual battle against Daniel Montazeri. If I was maybe Calicut, something I think about is just flipping the rotation and bringing Vikas Man into that to try and guard Aponza, just to give a different dynamic in the block, somebody a little bit taller in there. But also, the good news for Aponza is the fact that not only has he won his own battle, he's also kicked out to the sides, and he's done a lot of damage on the wings, so well done all round.
Tough to pick a man of the match, player of the match if Delhi win. But it's a tricky one between Dodic and Aponza. Maybe we need to add another award. The mood changer or the mood maker of the night has been Anand.
The vibes.
Yeah, the vibes man. Anand, the libero. So the review is no touch out. That's what Delhi have asked for. We'll find out soon. This is Delhi's last review.
And the reason Delhi could potentially have this match in the bag, we talk about it a lot, is the balance they have on their team, because we cannot pick a winner or a man of a match. In the defense, Anand, Aponza in the blocks, Dodic in the attacks. Meanwhile, this review is for touch or net touch.
Yeah, I agree with you, Key, there. And also, we expected big things from Santosh, but he's just been quiet and done his job. He hasn't taken away from the team in any way, but he hasn't been the one that's shone this evening. And maybe they get up a whole plan around Santosh, because that's what you would do against the second best attacker in the league. And then Dodic has got a lot of the ball, Aponza's got a lot of the ball, and Rohit as well has also been okay offensively.
Well, in the scheme of things, it's a 9-7. A shift one way or another could be huge here for Calicut, who's trailing by 2. The heart rate's got to be off the charts at this point. Well, 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 review is successful. Delhi get the rub of the green, as Louis would say.
Is it the first time Manoj Nair has shown some emotion? Probably for the first time in his life. What was that reaction? Wow! That's what this sport, this league does to everybody. Jerome in an argument with Mr. Daniel M. I'd like to see Daniel versus Daniel though. Daniel M versus Daniel M.
I would not like to get in an argument with Daniel Montazeri. He looks like he could
he's a gentle
brush me
giant.
with his pinky.
He's a lovely man.
Gentle giant. We saw him speak about life in our pre-game show. It doesn't matter. Ukra, Jerome, the decision has been taken. It does not matter. Got a game to win, guys. You're trailing by 3. Go back and play.
I don't think they can hear you. There's the heart rate for Kishore Kumar. Still looking calm. He doesn't seem to be affected by any of this nonsense going on around him.
What's Santosh doing here, Daniel M? I can see it from here. Manoj Nair, once again, after that little show of emotion, is cool, quiet, collected. He knows that they lead by 3. Still at 109. He's pumped up for sure, because he knows he senses a 3-1 win if Calicut don't storm back.
Yeah, it's a difficult situation as well, because the heroes are obviously fighting for their cause, but if they get too involved, it's going to be a massive distraction for them throughout the next task. Got to try and stay task-oriented out there and keep focused.
Meanwhile, the Indian Oil MVP leaderboard, Jerome is right there at the top. Tied up, in fact, with Santosh, both of them 62 points. Nanda from Ahmedabad and a couple of Mumbai Meteors. But I think as far as how this match has gone, Delhi have some contenders. Amid all this heated discussion, we can remind you of the Fair Play Award rules, which apparently neither of those two teams are worried about at the moment. You can earn or lose points based on your actions throughout the game. Both these teams with their sights set squarely on winning this tournament. Great reaction there. Calicut straight to the middle, and Daniel, one of the players, we said keep an eye on him when things get heated, because I think he likes to, he lets his volleyball do the speaking, doesn't he?
Why indulge in a verbal duel when you can do that? Daniel Montazeri, the gentle giant for Prince of Persia. 2 point, the gap between the two teams now. Chirag Yadav set to serve. Straight to Anand. There's a beautiful job. Janshad for that down the line smash, and it hasn't worked.
That's a pretty confident rip for me, though, for Rohit to really go for that line. There wasn't a lot of line available. Takes it on and just fades it away too much. Look at Montazeri, knows. Smells a bit of blood out there at the moment.
That's a couple of errors in a row as well from Rohit. If you remember, he swung directly into that big block earlier. Is there a change on the bench, potentially, for Delhi?
Consecutive points. Now, there's an argument between Jerome and Doric. What's the first ref saying? He's given to Delhi, I think. Yeah.
Wow. That's it's another big let-off, because the setting in the last 10 minutes or so, whether it's Sakmain, Carrick or Janshad, there's just been too many of those that are tight, wide, not in the right spot. And if this goes Calicut's way, this could be Super 5's defining.
Yeah, both these teams look a little bit thin at the moment in terms of confidence and belief. Obviously, they're bringing all their heat into these discussions, but the reason for that is because they know how important every single point is. And giving one up on a point like this.
Calicut's last review. They're going all in. They're claiming a net touch against Doric. I think we'll find out.
Well, the one thing to keep in mind here is, does the ball hit the ball floor before he hits the net, if and when he does? So it definitely touches the defender's hands. I think that blocker is Chirag, is it? Or it's Jerome, excuse me.
Yeah, interesting. I think Dodic is okay here.
So he's outside of the antenna. Ball hits.
Jerome really struggling to close on the block. Drifting in the air, not quite pressing, hands are going out, inside out, sorry. And that makes him very toolable, would be the right word maybe to use for Dodic. Great option off a wide set. Let's have a look at the answer.
Am I correct in thinking you're allowed to touch the net if it's outside of the antenna? So that's going to be his argument there. And yes, he was touching the net, but you see him saying there, look, I was outside of where the antenna is, so it's a legal play. I think he's right.
This is getting interesting now. Jerome doesn't like it. The heroes don't like it. That man likes it. He's all right with it. But for me, it's a big let-off, because that set was tight, it was wide. Dodic did an incredible job of making something from nothing. I think Jerome's block should have been tidier than that in that situation, having looked at the replay. And all of a sudden, I think that's a real big lifeline for Delhi. Instead of being 10-all, 11-9 towards the end. Big play. After the two they lost in a row, Montazeri's finding rhythm. Calicut are finding rhythm.
And they call for an SBI super point. The question though is, are they going to live in the past and say, this went against us and that went against us, or do they say, all right, clean slate, let's fight, let's take this to 5? That's the question. The big test for Calicut. Upon top. Once again there, blocks Montazeri. Perotto finds a way but not past Anand. The little wall, Aponza once again. Aponza has a number on Montazeri. Perotto will try again. Great defensive work. It doesn't matter what a rally this has been. Aponza is a nightmare that will keep Montazeri awake all evening long. Anand is a dream that will make Delhi Eyes happy. Whoa!
That rally had everything. For an SBI Super Point, it doesn't get more exciting than that. A couple of times blocked, and then Calicut going again and again, and the dive on the floor from Anand, that last-ditch effort. For me, that shows, yes, Calicut getting the point, but Delhi giving 100% on every single point, that's going to make the difference.
Delhi showing that they have a certain risk appetite, higher than Calicut. How is that for guts? Well, no guts, no glory. SBI Super Point worth 2. Regardless of whoever wins it, it's going to be 13-11. But in favor of who? Chance, jump shot for Aponza! Aponza has an ace up his sleeve! He's the hero Delhi want! He's the Toofani man on court for the Delhi Toofans. 7 attacks, 7 blocks, he can do no wrong. Daniel Aponza, you beauty.
Great play, great decision from Manoj there. They know that Montazeri's serving, one of the weaker float servers. Everything, the stars align there, I think, for Delhi to call it.
That was the nastiest swing I've seen all day.
That error gives the Delhi Toofans 3 match points. Remember, they lost the first set, stormed back, courtesy a delightful double performance from Laser Doric and Daniel Aponza, who is all set to serve. Delhi Toofans have won 6 matches in a row. Will this be number 7? Chance. He'll keep it in play. Oh, just passed. Still have 2 more. Is it win number 7 loading for the Delhi Toofans?
Great effort there as well from Dodic on that final swing. I love to see that little bit of sportsmanship right at the end as well. Perotto saying, let me give you a hand here, buddy. But Delhi look like they have all things in the pocket for a win here. Oh, a last-minute timeout. No surprise there.
Yeah, he's impressed me, Manoj there, but we're going to have a look at the heart rate. Kishore Kumar, how's your ticker doing down there? 103. I mean, it's been 103 for the last hour, so doing all right down there. Trying to egg on his team, and Manoj there.
Surely he's more relaxed. Oh, no, not more relaxed. He hasn't really gone above.
That's his highest, I think.
That's the highest one, isn't it? Yeah. So the anticipation of a win gets his heart all aflutter.
Be a big win for Delhi, the way they've recruited. Santosh, obviously a league winner last year. Andy James, impressive, not playing. Maybe they took a calculated risk on Rohit after he went for a lot of lack. He was a big star in the first season, second season, didn't quite go his way at Kochi, and in turn the foreigners have really produced.
And another point that the management allowing the coaches to make decisions.
2 more match points for the Delhi Toofans. Anand, chance for a kill, and they will do it. Anand apologizes straight away for that reception. Isn't that the first time it's happened in this match from Anand? Maybe not, but he's not too pleased with it. Straight away puts his hands up and says sorry. Sorry guys. 1 more match point.
Clutch time.
And it is Jerome. 3rd match point for the Delhi Toofans. Jerome serves. Janshad for Santosh. Still in play. They'll have another chance. Anand, cautious as ever. Santosh seals the deal. The Delhi Toofans are on 7th heaven.
Wow.
Well, this is a rainbow performance. This is a Toofani performance from Delhi. 7th consecutive win. They have set the stage on fire. They want to be kings of the court. They got in the Super 5.
I don't know if this is fully over yet. There's drama, but there's no reviews left. So they think the ball was out, the Heroes, and I think they saw the line judge potentially give it out, and the referees potentially overruled it. So there's no reviews left. So there's a lot of debate and debacle going on. Manoj there saying they have no reviews, we won the game. Calicut want this to go further. They're still at 6s and 7s. This is interesting. The heart rate's got to be up now from Manoj there. And I would say that the 2 fingers count for 2 reviews.
Yeah, Manoj, he certainly has a point there, but I wonder why he's so adamant about it, unless he thinks there might be something to see here in the review, because I think the players and the coaches themselves would not be so heated if they were so confident that that ball was in.
Calicut are not leaving the court, not just yet. A friendly conversation between those two, as if nothing's happened. The shrug of the shoulders from Doric. And what you saw of Sakleen Tariq is a complete contrast. Now, I'm not too sure what's happening on the bench there. As far as I know, there are no reviews left. So the decision from the first ref was, I think, in Delhi's favor. I think he called the game. I'm not too sure what the second referee did. So a bit of a hodgepodge here now. Delhi happy to wait on court. Big smile, a wry smile on Peroto's face.
I'd love to just see the review, see the replay either way, so we know at least what we're talking about here.
There are no reviews left. So what's happening? Are they going to replay the point? Or
I've seen this before. Jerome is getting really involved talking to the scorers and the officials. And, oh, hang on, Mukesh, why are you having a little fluster underneath the net? Did anyone see that at home? He's having a little swipe at Ayush's shirt. Maybe in jest. But there's just a few things here that, in the heat of the battle.
And I think the scores table is just double and triple and quadruple checking that they have the numbers correct, because it would be a shame to not allow Calicut to take a review if indeed they were allowed one. It would also be a shame to not allow Delhi to have the right to argue it.
Yeah, so as far as we're aware, they've had their 2. They've reviewed 2 that have not gone their way, so in turn they can't have another review, so I think that's what's being checked. I don't know if it's actually the decision itself, because Jerome is still, yeah, he's not the happiest man in the arena, let's put it that way.
if looks could kill, Sakleen Tariq would be guilty. And he's pumped up.
Yeah, well, those guys are ready to shake hands.
I'd love to see the heart rates now. We should get a heart rate monitor maybe on Jerome next time, or Anna.
Everyone on the bench, feeling the heat from both sides. Now Ukra gets in as well.
And if you're wondering why, which you probably are, why this is so heated, this could potentially be the match that decides who goes first and who goes second. And again, the team that wins first goes automatically to the finals. Second and third will play off. So if this match, if this decision makes or breaks the win for one team or another, it essentially could be deciding the winner of this tournament. That is why there's so much on this particular point.
Let the big boys handle it. Why don't we talk about our dinner plans? They're all in the same hotel, from what I know.
They are. That's why they're all talking under the net to each other. I mean, they'll go home, they'll have dinner, they'll chat about it at the pool tomorrow, probably. It is a long tournament. All these players getting to know each other well. A month together.
Here, what's great to see, neither owners have shown any reaction. Both of them very, very chilled out. Mr. Sai Prakash from the Delhi Toofans, very gentle, very soft-spoken man.
Yep.
Safir, one of the co-owners of Calicut, very passionate but shows great spirit. one of my favorite owners, so that's good to see as well. The players are pretty chill. It's the captain that's gotten in, and so has the coach, and that's fair play. Kishore Kumar unmoved. Jerome almost pleading, if I can read body language well.
Well, that was also one of the points I was wanting to make earlier about Delhi, is that they put this team together and the management have said, we're putting all our faith in the coaches and the players. They're making those decisions about on-court and the volleyball things. And I think they've been successful because they've handed those reins over. They've allowed the coaches and the players to do all the volleyball talking.
Why is Jerome Beneath going back towards his service position?
Hoping for it to go his way, their way. The captain's Saklin Darik stole Manoj Nair. Come back. So maybe he's allowing the official bench to take a look at some footage or go back and check how many reviews were taken, not to show what's happening at this stage.
Got to ask a few questions here and there. We're going for a video review for an out, so it is getting looked at. How and why, we can't quite put our finger on, but there was intense pressure there from the coaches and the players, and well, we're going to see everything.
Okay.
This is going to be close.
Hang on, what is the review for? Where's that landed?
That's
has
it.
landed. That should
Course
seal the deal.
All
That's
this
on the line.
nonsense.
I'm going to call it. It's on the line. It
Someone
doesn't matter.
needs to just let them know, even if they were to take a review, the ball is in.
It's on the line. It's goodbye, Calicut. Sorry about that. After a long, inordinate delay, the deal has been sealed. Lock, stock and barrel, signed, sealed and delivered. 7th consecutive win for the Delhi Toofans. The celebrations have resumed. Justice has been done. The Delhi Toofans are on top of the world and on top of the table. Sweet victory in 4 sets.
Well, we can finally start talking about the volleyball again. Delhi were in super form tonight. They started a little bit slow, Calicut getting off the mark faster. But that teamwork, that balance really came into play once Santosh was hitting his numbers, once Dodish came to the party, Anand with some incredible digs. This Delhi side really starting to look like a high-level volleyball team that could certainly win a championship, and you see them celebrating and what it meant to them finally getting the chance to do it after that 10-minute delay.
A loss in the round robin for the Delhi Toofans, a win here this evening. They served incredibly well. They put the pressure on the Calicut passing unit, especially towards position 5, and nullified the likes of Jerome and Chirag. It's time for a very quick break. Here, the Delhi Toofans on top of the league. Well, the two top teams of the round robin and the two top teams going into the Super Fives went head-to-head against each other with a winner point piece and the bonus points carried over from the round robin stage. The Delhi Toofans, the newest team in the franchise, went up against the Calicut Heroes, trying to avenge a 3-0 loss in the round robin stage. The Heroes come in as favourites. The Toofans came in with 6 wins in a row and the league's form team. The opening set, well, it went the way of the Heroes, some fantastic play, but after that the Toofans really came alive with some brilliant serving. We knew that Jerome Beneath was going to be a force, but this was maybe the changing point of the game. Saklane Tarek's Indian Oil super serve, it doesn't mean it was easy. And there was lots of controversy, but the service pressure, certainly the difference. Aponza with that Indian Oil super serve. A fine performance from the Colombian, who matched or even bettered the best blocking performance of the season this year. That's how it ended. 3-1 the Delhi Toofans. They are top of the Super Fives.
What a team performance. Delhi are looking like the team to beat at the moment. A 3-1 finish. And have a look at those blocks. 10-3. A lot of that having to do with Daniel Aponza. Well, we will head down courtside because Atish is standing by with a couple of players that you're going to want to meet.
Well, that was something, wasn't it? Controversies galore right towards the end, but it just goes to show what all was at stake when the top two faced off in this Super 5. And eventually, ladies and gentlemen, we can safely say that the newest faces in the league are the new kings of the jungle when it comes to the RuPay Prime Volleyball League powered by A23. Because now they have top spot in the Super 5, defeating the Calicut Heroes 3-1. And in the presentation party to my left, representing the Calicut Heroes is Mr. Gokulam Gopalan, chairman of the Gokulam Group. Representing the Delhi Toofans is Mr. Arjun Agarwal, CFO Prism Johnson Limited. And representing RuPay is Mr. Ajay Thomas, Chief Digital Officer, Sriram Finance Group. The first award is the Game Changer of the Match Award. And he was the main man today when it came to the attacking prowess of the Delhi Toofans. It goes to the laser, Lazar Dodic. Those big serves towards the end, hit in a powerful ace as well. Used the wings to perfection. Lazar Dodic, the game changer of the match. Top of the table, how does it feel?
It feels good. Very, very hard match. Very tough opponent. First round, we lost 3-0. Now we played better. We got the result we wanted.
In terms of making the comeback, you lost that first set. What did the coach say to you in order to get those 3 sets after that?
He gave us support. Continue, play good. Don't make easy mistakes. Don't give them 3 points. We listened and here we are.
All the teachings coming to fruition. Thank you so much, Lazar. The game changer of the match, the laser, Dodic. Right, up next is the Player of the Match Award, and this will be presented by Mr. Ajay Thomas, Chief Digital Officer, Sriram Finance Group. It goes to the man who we call the Dancing Devil. It is Daniel Aponza, who was so good today with his defensive skills that he proved to be the difference. 7 blocks equaling Ashwal's record this season when it comes to the blocking department within one single encounter. Not only that, he also had 7 attack points and 1 Indian Oil super serve to clinch the second set that Delhi Toofans won. He also gets to sign the match ball for our esteemed guest after he was awarded the RuPay on-the-go watch to experience hassle-free payments. Not the first time he's earned that award. Hey, look at you. You're happy again. The last time we saw you when you were on court, you were a little bit serious. But today, we saw the Daniel Aponza yet again. What changed?
It's a round final. I am happy to be here. Today I say I will be enjoy the game. And when I am happy, you know what happened.
7 matches in a row. 7 wins in a row. What is the secret to this team's success?
Teamwork. Teamwork, and every single player has good things. So if you put your maximum, the team is good.
Right, one last question. We saw that now you and Anand and everybody else are coordinating dance moves. Are you practicing those during your free time?
No. We are connecting. And they follow me, and just is good feeling in the team.
Well, he's clearly the leader in the entertainment department. Daniel Aponza, the dancing devil, the RuPay player of the match, as the Delhi Toofans, the newest team in the league, are the kings of the jungle.
The dancing devil, Daniel Aponza, our RuPay player of the match for good reason. 13 points. He was tied up with Jerome on the other side. 7 of those came from attacks and 5 in the block. He was impressive, tying up with the stats of a big performance. Well, Aponza will have a lot more to do as the season progresses. Big blocks like that, big dance moves, and the energy he brings to this team is unrivaled, with an Indian Oil super serve as well, hyping up the crowd. He is a big part of the success on this side.
Well, there should be a change at the top of the table. Delhi atop for the very first time in front of the Calicut Heroes after that win, even though Calicut have the extra bonus point carried over from the round robin. Tomorrow we have 2 games on the horizon. Calicut are back in action. They play against the Bengaluru Torpedoes, but first of all, it's the Ahmedabad defenders versus the Mumbai Meteors. It's been a fantastic day, and we're going to leave you with the Nippon Paint colourful moments of the day. But for myself, Louis Lett, Manish Batavia, Key Michael and the rest of the team, it's thank you and goodbye for now.